Pastor Steve here. Galatians chapter 1 again. Verse 13 we'll start. You have heard of my conversation in times past in the Jews' religion, how that beyond measure I persecuted the church of God and wasted it, and profited in the Jews' religion above many my equals in my own nation, being more exceedingly zealous of the traditions of my fathers. But when it pleased God, who separated me from my mother's womb and called me by his grace to reveal his Son in me, that I might preach him among the heathen, immediately I conferred not with flesh and blood, neither went I up to Jerusalem to them which were apostles before me, but I went into Arabia, and returned again into Damascus. Then after 3 years I went up to Jerusalem to see Peter, and stayed with him 15 days. But other of the apostles saw I none save James, the Lord's brother. Paul wants these people in Galatia to know that he has authority to teach them, that it comes from Christ. It's not a man-made authority. And keep in mind that the religionists of those days were trying to add to grace, much like today, actually, trying to drag them away from the truth of the simple gospel to another gospel, a works-centered system. And Paul wanted them to know that he's a godsend to them as he teaches about God's grace. Note also implied here that the gospel changes hearts. Paul used to be a persecutor, used to be an enemy of the gospel. In fact, in his letter to Corinth, he lists a whole long list in chapter 6 of sinful behaviors. Then he says, and such were some of you, but you're washed, you're sanctified, you're justified in the name of the Lord and by the Spirit of our God. So this gospel, which he takes great pains to say is God-given, not man-driven, is a gospel of change, of transformation. Note he says he's called by God's grace. Paul is called by his grace. He's chosen to reveal the world about Jesus Christ through Paul, to spread the good news that you don't have to go to bed feeling guilty anymore. God has called you and I to the same task. In Acts 1:8, he said, you receive power when the Holy Ghost has come upon you, and you will be my witnesses. Matthew 28:19-20, he says, go and make disciples, Romans 1:16, give the same simple message. It's the gospel that has the power to change lives, and lives will be changed. Give them Jesus. That's really what they need. Remember over in Acts chapter 4 when Peter and John had healed this lame man, and then they began to preach with authority, and the scribes and Pharisees said, whoa, these guys are courageous. These are just unschooled, ordinary men. And then it says, and they took note of them that they had been with Jesus. So let them not see your great skill or your great giftedness. Don't focus on that. But maybe let people take note that you have been with Jesus. You ponder that, Pastor Steve.